and then we're going to go through a process of getting you guys checked in for Olympia weekend. First, I want to introduce the president of the Olympia weekend, Dan Solomon. He has some words for you.
Thank you, Jaden. First of all, I hope we're going to go ahead and we're going to turn video cameras off, if that's okay. Thanks. This is more in-house business, so hopefully we can just kind of lock in and get business done here. But what I would like to do is point out a couple things. First of all, we've become pretty liberal and loose with the way we do these meetings over the last couple of years. It didn't used to be this way. We used to keep coaches and media out of the room, but we really try to become more inclusive. We think that's an opportunity for everybody to kind of be a part of this process and see how it all goes down. And so hopefully everybody appreciates that and we can continue to do this and everybody can respect this process. This is also the first time we have brought multiple divisions together for an Olympia check-in meeting. We have 11 divisions now. And when you have 11 divisions, it means that you have to have 11 check-ins. And this year we have more competitors competing at the Olympia than has ever competed at any professional bodybuilding contest in the history of the universe. And that's really something. And it's funny because some people might suggest that, oh, that's over 400 athletes in the Olympia. That must indicate that the field is watered down. But I will tell you this, that couldn't be further from the truth, and I'll tell you why. Because there's more events being put on around the world by the NPC and the IFBB Pro League than there has ever been before. There's more athletes competing than there has ever been before, which means there's going to be more champions and more elite level athletes qualifying. So make no mistake about it, you are a part of an Olympia with a lot of athletes, but not to be confused with any less competition. And as you look around this room, it doesn't take a lot to see that this room is filled with remarkable athletes. And I will also suggest, and I don't know if this is I think this statement has to be true when I say, given the fact that we have 30 Mr. Olympia competitors, 20 Miss Olympia competitors, all in the same room, I would argue that there has never been a room in the history of the world that has more muscle in it at any one given time. So that's pretty cool. And I would imagine if we had called up Guinness, we could have probably gotten this in the record books before the meeting. We'll have to jump on that next year. I would like to thank the media that's here. Of course, our crew at Muscle and Fitness. Frank Seppi, you're doing a great job keeping all that coverage fresh. And I know the NPC News Online is doing a great job and is a driving force in terms of how we promote this event. So we're grateful to you guys for all that important work that you're doing. I want to ask something of you guys. We've sold out this event. And as a result, a lot of people, your friends, family, maybe weren't able to get tickets to come to this event. And we're proud that we have promoted this thing so heavily that we were able to achieve that outcome. However, it's going to require us to have a very successful pay-per-view and also to create opportunities for all your fans to watch the event. So later on tonight, you're going to see on social media, we're going to post some promotional stuff to get people around the world aware of the pay-per-view, because we want to make sure everybody that you know knows how to follow the event. And it's also a big opportunity for us to reach the largest audience around the world to continue to grow this sport. And we're really hopeful that we can get your help on that. So if you see those posts and you can share them and just do your part to make sure that we reach as many people. I know you guys all have unique audiences, each of you, so whatever you guys can do to kind of help us do that. Promote the pay-per-view. It's a big part of the future of the sport, and it's something we make a big investment in. This isn't the old days of a webcast that we used to spend a few bucks on. This is a full-blown production, and we're very fortunate to have an owner in Jake who has made a significant investment to the quality of that production, and we hope that you guys can do your part to make sure that all of your friends, family, and followers are aware of it. So I appreciate if you could do that, so thank you for that. Lastly, before I move on and pass the mic off, I would like to have Big Rami stand up.
Yes.
Big Rami, the same guy I just told to stop videoing and is still videoing. I guess there's
I'm a cameraman right now.
There's perks of, actually, can we throw Rami out of here? You're not supposed to video. Can we get some security? Can we also have Mr. Curry? Can you stand up as well? And Andrea, if you'd be so kind as to stand up as well. And I know I don't need to tell you why they're standing up, just know that they have done what I know you all are aspiring to do, and they have all handled their reign atop the sport with tremendous dignity and class, and we're grateful for your representation of this title.
Yeah, thank you.
So with that, our team is made up of some incredibly hardworking, dedicated, and talented people. And all of us are very grateful to get to do the work that we do for a boss who has been very kind to create opportunities for us and for you to be a part of something that we think is going to be an event unlike any other. You'll see when you arrive at the Zappos Theater on Friday, you'll appreciate the caliber of production that you are a part of, the caliber of the stage and the investment that has been made in it. It's really going to make you appreciate not just how far you have come as an athlete, but how far this sport has come. And when Jake acquired the Olympia a few years ago, the first thing that he said to me was, I'm going to show the world just how great this sport can be. Jake and I had dinner the other night, and we were talking about future venues for this event. And we were talking about certain venues that seat 14, 15, 17,000 people. And Jake looked at me and he said, start looking at those venues because there's no doubt in our minds that we will soon be able to fill those. So Jake, we appreciate all that you do for us. So with that, I'm going to pass the microphone to the man who runs the show.
Thank you, Dan. Thank you, Kate. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Olympia.
Yeah.
I'm happy you guys are all here, and I'm sure you guys are probably a little happier than me that you're here. I hope so. Anyway, we plan to make it worth your while in that respect. I can't, I'm not a smooth talker like Dan is. He's so good at that job. I can't do it. It's not me at all. But I really want to thank the entire team that we have here. Everybody that has been working so hard. I don't see Angelica here tonight. Is she here? She's working, of course, and she's one of our hardest working people. Everybody down the line, there's nobody here that hasn't been, in the past 2 or 3 months, just working 10-hour days, making everything happen. 10 hours is a short day, so, there's people that, in our offices that are working there, past 8:30, 9 o'clock at night, and they're showing up at, 5 and 6 in the morning sometimes. So, there's a lot of work going into it, and it's greatly appreciated, everybody. Thank you. And thank you so much to all the judges that are going to be sitting there for so long. I always talk about that. You guys have endurance that I don't have to pay attention to every detail going on the stage, and that's tremendous. Thank you, guys. And thank you so much to the IFBB and the NBC for all they do to make this possible, what we do here. That's hugely appreciated. One thing I would like to mention is a new program we've started up. One of those things is everybody's going to get a stage video, hopefully very quickly after your performance, maybe even before, the evening's over, or even your pre-judging. On this video, there'll be yourself on the stage. It's not going to be comparisons, but you're individuals, and we hope it to be a very high quality, well-made video, and it'll be given to you for free, and what will be on the bottom 20%, or maybe the bottom third, is some of our sponsors. What's very important to us is if you guys can put that out on your social media. It'll be social media ready. Please put it out. It will really help the popularity of the event and give a great benefit to our sponsors, and hopefully next year we'll be able to make some more improvements to the show, prize money and other such things because of it. So please, guys, please do that. I think some other folks will be talking to you about that too here a little bit later. And Dan, is there anything else I should cover again? I just don't know that. I don't just flow through this like you do. So.
I think you did great.
Okay. All right. Thank you, guys. And we're gonna go back to Katie, right?
So the gentleman to my left, as you know, is Tamer Al-Giddy, the producer of Olympia Weekend. A big part of why this production is and has become what it is. Tamer and his team have worked very hard to create a stage experience that I think will make you guys proud, as I mentioned earlier. So Tamer, I will pass the mic.
Thank you, Dan. Guys, you guys are the greatest athletes in the world, the greatest physical athletes in the world, and you deserve the greatest. And you guys deserve the greatest stage and production in the world. Every year we try to go beyond the imagination, beyond what you guys would expect from the production. This year will be no different. We're in a theater where we'll give the audience, everybody's going to be sitting in the audience, will have a completely different experience than they had in the past, because it's a much more prone environment for a production of this size. The Olympia theme this year celebrates the 4 elements of life: fire, water, air, and earth, and their connection with the human body. Please show them like how great you guys are, achieve your destiny, and I'll see you guys on stage.
Thank you very much, Jake, Dan, and Tamer. Okay, guys, now the fun part. I'm going to give you guys all of the details for the weekend. If you guys have any questions, I will go to that portion to where we can answer, so that you guys can go about the property and go about the weekend feeling confident where you guys are and what you guys are doing. Okay, the way we're going to start this, we're going to start with the Mr. Olympia competitors. Bob Chigarello is going to announce your name, and what you're going to do is you're going to come and you're going to drop off your music release waiver here with Heather, and Heather is going to give you your button, your badge, and your complimentary ticket. That complimentary ticket is for your guest, and so you guys, so that they can see you compete. After that, you will come over to Jody. Jody will give your reimbursements. Then it will be Alex, and Alex will be taking your music. You guys can work out any details with your music from Alex. Then you're going to come over to Jessica, and Jessica's going to give you a schedule. And then Christina will give you your tracksuit. Please wear your tracksuit for the Meet the Olympians event and for various events throughout the weekend, just so that we can show Olympia pride. Then lastly will be signing the poster. Please sign every single poster. Okay, now going to details for the weekend.
Hang on a second. Are we having both divisions sign all the posters, or are we doing it separate?
We're doing it separate. Yeah. Okay, so speaking of your badge, please keep your badge with you at all times. It's going to be your access way throughout the weekend. We are in a state-of-the-art property. So that is going to be your access to get into these high-class areas at the Planet Hollywood, the Zappos, and at the Venetian. So please keep your badge with you. And please don't give it to a friend, coach. If we see that, we will be addressing that with you guys. So please keep your badges with you. Microwave rooms here at the hotel are in the green room, right across the hallway. There are microwaves there, so you guys can microwave your food there. And the hours of operation are from 5 in the morning to 10 o'clock at night. So you guys can utilize those. Every athlete is required to go to the Meet the Olympians event. The Meet the Olympians event will be held in the mezzanine, which is this floor that you went up from the escalators, and also in the celebrity ballroom. That happens tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. Please be here around 6:30 so you guys can get your table and you guys can give the VIPs and all of the attendees something that they're greatly looking forward to. At the Meet the Olympians, you guys are free to sell or give away products with your likeness on there. So that's fully okay. And next, you guys will be assigned a team leader. One of the expediters will lead your team, and you guys can text them, call them, if you guys have any questions. For the Mr. Olympia, it's going to be Alan Sizemore. His number, and what we can do is we'll have a paper here on the table so you guys can take a picture of his number and you guys can text him at any time or call. For the Miss Olympia, it's going to be Alexandria Sakasa and Jessica Schmidt. So you guys can text them, call them, and they can answer any questions that you guys might have throughout the weekend. Okay, on Friday morning for prejudging, we have complimentary charter buses for the athletes. At 8 a.m. in the front of the lobby at the Planet Hollywood, you guys can take that charter bus. It is going to be athletes only, and it leaves at 8. Please be there at 7:45 so you guys are ready. That bus will take you over to the Venetian backstage, so you guys don't even have to do that much walking. And if you guys want to take your own transportation because of scheduling, you guys can, but that bus is there as a complimentary shuttle over to the Venetian. Prejudging starts at the Venetian Expo at 9 a.m. We are going to be giving you a schedule so you guys can see how the order of events will be, and you guys can plan accordingly. If you guys have, and again, any questions, please talk to your team leader. Okay, after Saturday night, there is the Victory Gala. The Victory Gala will happen in the Celebrity Ballroom right across the way here. What's great about this property is that everything is super close. We are all on this floor for everything going on for Olympia weekend. To get to the Zappos Theater, if we were to go to the Zappos Theater from this room here, we would go down the escalator that you guys came up, and you guys would make a left U-turn. And you guys would just continue to go straight to the mall area. You're going to see a big circular bar, and right behind that is the Zappos Theater entrance. It's very easy to get there. Again, if you have any questions, talk to your rep. The Olympia photo shoot. There's going to be Olympia photo shoots Sunday and Monday. Frank, do you have any words about that?
First, let me say thank you for helping us with the pay-per-view over the last couple of months on social, sharing your training, your journey onto the stage. Really helps our social numbers, and send as many as you possibly can. To reiterate what Dan was just saying, OlympiaProductions.com, if you could put it in your story, put it in your feed. We want to get as many eyes as possible on the pay-per-view and on you guys on stage. As far as the photo shoot, Sunday and Monday, everyone was emailed an itinerary. We need these photo shoots. I know everyone's going to be tired. You don't want to do it. You're disappointed, but we need it for branding the Olympia. The signage, digital, everything. We need those photos. So please come, top 5, every division, Sunday and Monday. We'll be at Yak Fitness, which is a sponsor of the Olympia. When you come off stage, if you're in the top 5, we're going to get you there. We're going to text you. You can't hide. So please, we need it for branding material. If you have any questions, email or reply to the email you got, or come find me. Okay? I really appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thank you, Frank. And lastly, guys, Chris Nickel is doing an order form for photos for the weekend. So when you guys are done with your grabbing all of your stuff, signing the poster, you guys can go to him and he can provide you with that order form. All right. Without further ado, let's start this meeting. I'm going to pass it off to Bob Ciccarello. He's going to announce your names.
All right. I'm going to announce your name when you come up. As Caden said, start on this side, come to me. When you get to me, verify that all the information is correct. Since some of this comes from when you actually renewed your IFBB Pro card this year. So if you're from somewhere else,